Hi there guys, hopefully your game will load up behind me. There we go. I will be switching into the game momentarily. I'm just trying to find... That'll do. That one, back into there. So I'm just quickly going through Discord. I've kind of got a promotion within TSR. I'm trialing the role of event manager. So that's going to be fun, doing that on top. So I've just informed them of where I am. I need to double check where I'm starting because somebody might be joining me. So, just waiting to see if anybody's turning up. Should hopefully have another staff member from TSR joining us. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to... Oh, there's a trailer there. That is me not paying attention to my mirrors already. I don't put my phone. It's going to be easier to check Discord on my phone. Otherwise I've got to keep tabbing out and it's annoying. Oh, that's if my phone wants to stay connected to the goddamn Wi-Fi. I don't know why, but I've been having issues with the Wi-Fi part of my hub lately. Here we go. Absolutely every single notification ever coming through now. And I mean every notification. Wow, how long have I not had this connected to Wi-Fi? To the extent at least 7 people went live on Twitch while it wasn't connected to internet. So my role's just been updated on. Oh god, does that give me access to? What the hell does that give me access to? If anything, no, nothing else. Only what I've already got. Okay, that's fine. And I've got all sorts going off. Right, I'll have to read that later. So, my makeshift will probably be joining us in a little while. So it's really annoying because I can't listen to my own radio station that I'm an event manager of on stream. So we are going to get going. My makeshift's got the route plugged in. And to be honest, with it becoming dark, it's not too big of an issue. Do we have enough fuel? Should do. Control G. Just. You know what? That's enough fuel to test out the route. So, yeah, this is me testing out routes and that. Obviously, normally doing convoys and that, you don't pay attention to traffic lights. But I'm going to follow road rules while I'm testing it out. Just because I am on TMP, why not? And now colleagues get to see just how badly I can drive. I'm going to need to load up Discord on my phone in a sec. So I'm going to have to be naughty and use my phone while driving. And this is the plus side of being able to go cruise control. Ah. Otherwise I can't. Oh, management chat. Okay, that's a chat that I can't read out loud. For definite. Hayden, welcome on in. Yeah, that failed. Tree! Oh, freaking hell. I got myself well and truly stuck in these trees, didn't I? Thank you very much for the follow. A brand new Discord chat that I'm now part of. That I know I definitely can't read out loud. So, right, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to restart my route. from the Stockholm garage. And try and pay attention to where I'm driving. So yeah, I did get added to an extra channel, but it is really, really weird seeing my name. Yeah, Tolly, you know that ain't gonna help you, right? Whoa, whoa, whoa. That's not what I like to see on my OBS. That's the first time ever I've had that come up. Yeah, I've been on long enough. My OBS turned around and said encoder settings too high. Oh, it's got rid of my route. Shift, where's your chat? I know roughly what the route is. So it's just a case of reconfiguring it. And then we're going to just put the route advisor to there, but we're coming this way round. That's slightly less. Oh no, I know where I've put the last one. Give or take, that's about it. Fine, if I tap a reply box, bring up my keypad automatically. Tolly, you had to enable that one, didn't you? I kept that one off on purpose. And I apologise if I keep rubbing my neck. Unfortunately, where I got sunburnt at the weekend, my neck has started to peel and it's really annoying. Mangoes. Oh, I've had food, which means that one. Give me a sec, and I'll put my camera back on. There we go. Voice settings, default voice activity, cool. Needs to be that one. Hey, Shift.
Hello.
Hey, I can hear you. Cool. Let's just make sure I'm...
How's it going?
Yeah, not too bad. I've had to reset myself in Stockholm.
You're a bit up close and personal. Yeah, don't mind me. This was just the profile I had most at hand because I've been mucking around with DLC, so all the other profiles would get content change detected. This was the handiest one to use.
Nah, that's fair, man. That's the one thing I hate is when you have to deactivate DLCs and it goes content change detected and flings you halfway across the map and you're like, no, that's not what I want.
Yeah, really, really annoying.
Can I get out? Just.
Just about.
Good enough.
Ironically, we both have the same type of chassis.
What, 6x24?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's the one that I prefer.
For regular convoy driving, I still am of the mindset that the 4x2 is better, simply because usually they have bigger fuel tanks. Usually.
I don't. To be honest, if the routes are under 1200k in ETS, I don't have an issue with the 6x24 because I've literally not long just filled up, and I've got just over 1,860k in the tank.
Oh, don't get me wrong. This chassis, well, I don't know how the fuel economy is for every single truck, but odds are most trucks with this chassis will be able to complete the distance of most convoys.
Yeah.
I just personally try to play it safe and go with a 4x2.
Yeah, I need to try driving more 4x2s because they've got slightly different steering. And that's what throws me off when I do drive them for events.
Hey, it's all personal taste. If you feel more comfortable in 6x24, use the 6x24.
Yeah. So don't get me wrong, to an extent I'd like us to all be in the same, if we were attending convoys, preferably being in the same truck, especially if there's a truck fest.
Oh,
But
yeah, I agree. I agree with that. And there's been, I've had this kind of discussion with other people in the past. For a truck fest, especially if there are prizes up for grabs,
yeah, definitely be
everybody be
in the same truck, same config, the works.
yes, exactly.
But Route
For
1
actual
onwards, I'm not fussed.
Yeah, for actual driving, people bring whatever they're most comfortable with.
Yeah. Oh, my mate Toddy's had his power go out.
Ooh, that's never nice.
No. Don't know, I ended up with a lovely bright red neck from the weekend. 30 degrees
Well, yeah,
C in the
sunbathing.
UK. No, I wasn't sunbathing, I was playing Pokemon Go. Because it was Go Fest weekend. His meter run out.
Yeah, I've been hearing the UK has been experiencing
Rather
much a
warm
heat wave.
water. Rather warm weather. It was that hot where my mate lives that he struggled to get cold water. That's how warm it got where it lives.
That's a bit too warm for my taste.
Yeah. I spent most of my time basically in just shorts. And that was in.
Like I said,
And it's like, I can't deal with this.
to each their own. Me personally, I'm more of a cold weather kind of person.
See, I don't win with cold weather or warm weather. That's the issue I have. So, yeah, I'm gonna start looking at planning the first event. I need to go through, see how many of us are actually on the events team.
You got the responsibility now.
Yep. Courtesy of some help from Wolf. That's how I know what maps are which. And I know which DLC finishes where.
Ah, you got the Frankenstein map, don't you?
Yep. For both ETS and ATS.
Yeah.
So that's going to help.
Yeah.
So I have
That's what.
tried to pick some of the smaller roads on this trip, but most of it within Scandinavia, unless you're on Pro Mods, is motorway.
Yeah. Usually, smaller roads tend to be more enjoyable because either they're more scenic or they just a bit more challenging, and you have to focus.
Yeah, it's the technical aspect of it, which that route that me and you did the other week / month, that was a brilliant little route. The downside, that's only available on Pro Mods.
Yeah, that's the problem. It's a very nice route. It has its own little technical areas.
Yeah.
Nice scenery, but unfortunately, like you said, Pro Mods, which
Not everybody
is
has.
always a bit of it's always a bit of a bummer because exactly of what you said, not everybody does have, unfortunately.
And especially when now that we're on 1.41, based on the base game. TMP's still downgraded at the minute, but when they upgrade, we've then got to wait for pro mods to catch up.
Yeah, that can make things interesting. That little time period just after TMP supports 1.41, which it's going to make everything messy for everybody.
Yep.
For a bit.
Yeah, it's going to be a nightmare. And the fact, I will admit, that is the only thing that I'm not overly keen on with Pro Mods, is having to re-download it every single time. But then at the same time, I understand why they do it. Because they've got to obviously still be able to keep up.
Mm-hmm. Ladies and gentlemen, at the next intersection, please take the right exit.
Yep. It's a right and then left.
That brings me to the point. I know our event team can be short on numbers, but it's still possible to do rolling CC.
Yeah. Yeah, I probably would be looking at more rolling CC rather than standing. Unless we can get more people.
Mm.
I'm not gonna lie, I did not think my lights were on for a minute then.
Yeah, I had to do a double take myself. I was like, are my lights on? I was like, oh.
Yeah. And it's just like, It's one of the only things that I don't like about 1.40 is you can't always tell if your headlights are on. Ooh, slow down.
Yeah, no, the lighting is don't get me wrong, the lighting system is very pretty, and it is more realistic.
Yeah.
But because of that, it also makes you do double takes every now and then.
Yep. So although that drops to a 50, you possibly could get around that 60, 70.
Yeah, 60 if you play it safe, yeah.
Yeah. We have got some wigglies coming up.
Wiggly!
Well, I say wigglies, they're not certain as Quarry Road wiggly, but it's enough where you're not just driving in a straight line, potentially falling asleep.
That's becoming a trademark of all the boots I've planned lately. I've noticed there's a trend. In every single one of them, there's a technical area where you do need to pay attention.
Yeah.
But hey, people seem to like it, so why not?
Yeah, that's the thing. It's fine doing a little bit of highway driving. You don't want too much because people start falling asleep.
Yeah. Unless you're going through a nice area like this area where we're going through now.
Yeah.
It does dull.
I am dropping to 60.
Comfort.
I do not trust these corners. 70 around that first one, into an 80. That's weird.
Oh yeah, I take it you have Truckee.
Yep.
How much time was it telling you the route would last?
I've got another 45 minutes. So I might have to look at... I think it's about an hour, or just over an hour from the start.
Meaning, if we go slightly slower, which inevitably we will have to go because
Yeah.
public convoys always have to go slow at times.
Well, to start with, we're only looking at 30 kilometres an hour anyway. Well,
30 to 40.
yeah, while everybody's starting off. And then you're going to get parts like this where people are slowing down.
Mm-hmm.
Ideally, so they're not crashing into the wall or each other. So yeah, although it tells me there's about an hour to an hour and 10, I normally say about an hour and a half to an hour and 40. Because then that just gives a bit of leeway for the slow start. If anybody has to F7 and that and catch up and whatnot.
I know this might sound a bit cruel, but if somebody needs to F7 and catch up because they were not paying attention, that's on them.
Oh yeah, no, that is on them. But at the same time, like if they're ahead, and obviously trying to merge everybody back together and whatnot, and people getting lost, because if we're doing rolling CC, that could happen.
Ideally not. Well, technically there's always the possibility of that,
Yeah.
But ideally, if we space ourselves out evenly throughout the convoy,
Then
it should cover the bases.
yeah. Ideally, I'd want each of us in front of a VTC / public to an extent.
It's all going to depend on how many of us there are and
Yeah.
how many VTCs are there and how many drivers each VTC has.
Yeah. It's quite funny. There was a certain VTC's CC training tonight.
Ah, yes.
Which I didn't attend tonight's one, but they're running another one. That's just like eating and then going live, and I'm like, yeah. Apparently they had issues with it as well. But
I'm not going to comment.
I'm not going to comment any further on that one.
Better not. Because I know you had to sign a little document to be part of said CC team, and we're turning?
Yeah, we're turning. Oh, you not got your route set, have you?
No, I did, but it was telling me to go straight.
Ah, you got it set up wrong. As I said, I've tried to take some of the smaller roads rather than the bigger roads.
Okay, yeah.
And I am mostly sticking
GPS.
to speed limits.
GPS was telling me to take the straight path. You're doing the little U-shaped detour.
Yep. It might also throw you off when we get near Malmo.
That brings up a question. What is your GPS setting at? Is it set to be best, small roads, or whatnot?
At best. So I am going to look at changing it and seeing what it does. So it might be a couple of drives of this route. Because I want to try and... I want to set... that helps if I don't go off the road. So I don't land on my arm, and I'm like, ugh.
May I remind you, we are not in Farming Simulator and we are not mowing grass. As much fun as that can be.
Well, second exit.
I mean, on that regard, kudos to the teams developing the Farming Simulator series. It actually is. They actually managed to make fun. Somebody hopping to the game just to mow grass.
You see, I would play it, but some of I haven't got enough buttons and that to be able to play it properly.
Mm.
There's a specific attachment that I want to get that works alongside my steering wheel and that for it before I start playing that properly.
I know there's a specific attachment designed specifically for that gaming series.
Yep.
With a little joystick and everything.
Yeah, that's basically what I want to try and pick up. And I've got it on my Amazon wish list. It's just a case of money. Ooh,
yeah.
Turning left here. There's me thinking that was just a straight road and then saw the stop sign and I'm like, nope, that's a junction for us. Let's try not to go.
Oh look, a puddle.
Yeah.
Big puddle.
So I'm just catching a glimpse of the messages that's going through the general chat at the minute.
Anything that you would say stands out?
No, not really, just people saying, it's too warm.
It is.
Yeah.
It really is.
Don't get me wrong, it's cooled down a bit now for me, but not cooled down.
I can't really comment because even though I am in a Latin American country, I am having nice, cool 16-degree temperature-ish days. So yeah, with people from the UK saying there's a heat wave there, I'm like, I'm looking at the weather here, and I'm like, I'm sorry, did we swap climates or something?
It feels like it sometimes. Okay, Google. What is the weather like at the moment?
It's 21 and sunny. Tonight, the forecast is for a high of 19 and a low of 14 and clear.
Yeah, it's still currently sitting at 21 degrees C for me.
I mean, it's not too bad. It's tolerable. A bit warm.
No, it's
but
not tolerable for the UK. That's the issue. It's muggy heat. It's not. A pleasant heat.
Is that Mr. Hunter using 2 lanes to turn right?
It was indeed. Because that is one of those corners that I do not trust. That is one of those corners that you do have to take wide, otherwise you do get stuck on that little barrier on the right.
Yeah. I love these corners because they can actually be quite challenging.
Yeah. They send people for a little bit of a throw and it's like, yeah. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm not going to lie, part of me would be tempted to chuck people around that little bit. no actual reason behind it. It's just like, well, we're gonna go flying. Even though you
Yeah,
could
it's
go
just
straight
like,
along.
why are we going there? Because why not?
Yeah.
Ooh, another puddle.
Yep. This one's a bit more rocky.
Just a bit. Or little sections of road like this that have like the it's not really a central barrier, but kind of feels like one.
Yep.
It's always interesting to see what people can do when they get slightly distracted and then all the chaos that ensues.
Yep. Yeah, there's been a few times I've wrapped myself around a few of them.
I'm guilty of the same thing. Every now and then I'm not paying attention. Oop.
Yeah. The worst part is when you're doing one of the special deliveries.
It screws the entire delivery up.
Yeah. Because you get so little room to manoeuvre through that bit when it's a single lane. With some of them, and it's just like, yeah. Kind of wishing I hadn't taken this cargo now, as I'm just gently creeping through.
Yeah, that's why they sometimes take a very longer path just to avoid certain things.
Yep.
And I'm not talking just bridges and low heights and whatnot. Sometimes it's just the annoyance of going through a very tight area like that.
Oh yeah. Has a comedic value to it though when you do see them going through it.
It does.
As long as you're not behind them.
Well, that's the comedic value, is looking at the people getting stuck behind them.
Yeah. And being thankful you're not one of them. I am also being really, really naughty here. I'm not
I thought we were turning.
Yeah. I was just being naughty and couldn't be asked to slow down as much. Oh, don't. On one of the other routes that I looked at, 6 toll booths.
That's a bit too much. Depends. Are we talking toll booths like Scandinavian style, or toll booths the French style?
French.
Yeah, that can get annoying.
Yeah. So I'm gonna re-look at that route, because it is one that I would like to try and do at some point. But it's just a case of figuring it out so it doesn't go through so many toll booths.
Sometimes all it takes is one little detour.
Yeah, 5 of them aren't too bad because you've got 2 auto pass lanes. The last one, however, is a single auto pass. And it's like...
Yeah, that one can get quite annoying.
Yeah. So I'm like, if they were all double laned auto pass, could just about get away with it. Although I'd still try and knock a couple out.
It's still a bit meh, but at least, yeah, you can get 2 trucks going through at the same time.
Yeah. And it's like, there are ways that you can get multiple trucks through at once.
If people are smart,
Yeah.
going at the same speed, keeping close together, yes.
Yeah.
I may or may not have done that with some border crossings in Chrome mods.
Oh yeah. You've done that with me and boot me in the arse.
But it's the same principle for toll booths. You stick close enough, same speed, you get through.
Yep. Oh, I do it with the AI all the time. Well, I'm showing just over 500k left.
Yeah, on my GPS, I don't know if it's set up exactly the same as yours, but I got 506.
You're a kilometre less than I am.
But yeah, that route with the 6 toll booths, at least I'd consider myself glad that it's not the old school toll booths.
Yeah.
With no auto pass. I think they have, most of them have been remodeled in game. I could be wrong, but I think there's only like a handful, if that, of the old toll booths still in the game.
Yeah, so it wasn't on Pro Mods, it was essentially base game but with DLCs.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to be one of these that turns around and goes, disable this, this, this and this DLC. Unless I absolutely have to.
For attendees or for staff?
Both. Because ideally, not having to uninstall DLCs and that will just help anyway.
Ideally, yes. If you can get around using a profile without having to uninstall any DLCs, then it's a perfect world because you don't need to worry about anything except having the right tag.
Yeah.
With the right color. Unfortunately, though, not everybody has the exact same DLCs.
Yeah, no, that I am aware of, and obviously I do need to put a message in and just double check. So I know you've got all DLCs, haven't you?
Fortunately, yes, I do.
I think Landy has them all.
I do believe he does, yes.
I'll be surprised if he doesn't, seeing as he's ET somewhere else.
Yeah, most people that are in event teams or CC teams elsewhere, there's always the odd exception.
Oh yeah, no, there's always going to be the exception that somebody's going to turn around and go, oh, I ain't got Iberia, or I haven't got Road to the Black Sea.
I can understand people not having Iberia. Iberia is still pretty recent, and
yeah,
even though the game has been in discount on Steam a few times now since Iberia has been released, the Iberia DLC itself has not had any discount.
Yeah. So yeah, no, I can kind of understand that, which is why I've not really been looking at Spain and Portugal for routes.
Yeah, I'd possibly also stay away from there.
Because I'm like, yeah, it'd be nice to show off some of the scenery in that area. Some of the scenery is beautiful down there.
I'll take that as a compliment.
What, the scenery around the coast of Spain and Portugal?
mean, remember, I am from Iberia.
No, I know. And yeah, I will admit, I do like some of the scenery, and it's just like, not everybody has the DLC to be able to make use of routes in that area. Which is a little annoying, but can be worked around.
It is what it is.
Yeah. Next question, are they coming up or are they staying down? They are coming up.
Now, ideally,
They
they
should
will
give
wait.
way. Because we have right away.
Then again,
No, he waited.
yeah,
Yeah, I know that doesn't mean anything in TMP.
unfortunately, no.
Although I think he might have seen me tag. And he was like, no, I'm not going to risk that.
I mean, and I know this is just a game and there are no actual consequences and whatnot, but doesn't really do you any harm if you just respect.
Yeah. At the end of the day, it's common sense. You just respect each other on the game and it's fine. Yeah, we've got a little bit of a roller coaster coming up.
Oh, we
Yeah.
have somebody approaching from behind. Ah, it was that individual that waited for us.
Ah, fair enough. Well, I'm doing speed limits, so I'm half expecting him to get annoyed and overtake, if I'm honest.
Yeah. And I don't mind it so long as he does it when it's safe to do so.
Which we're staying in
seems
the
like
left-hand lane, so he'll
staying
have
on the left. Okay.
yeah he'll have to undertake, but if he wants to do it, he can go for it. It's only because we're going straight on at this one, and I thought I'll stay in the left because that way, if he's turning off at this one,
It gives him plenty of room for maneuver.
yeah. Gonna step it up to the 80.
It seems like he will be turning off because he has slowed down.
Well, I've got a few people on me nearby.
Hmm.
Back down to 70. Yeah, the only downside to me streaming is the fact that I can't listen to TSR while I'm doing so.
Yeah, copyright music and whatnot.
Yep. Yeah, if I was DJing for them, I could get away with it. Work that one out.
Yeah, it's a bit meh.
Yeah, it's Twitch and their weird
Yeah.
rules.
It's not just Twitch. It's, other platforms have that same kind
Yeah,
of weird
YouTube's
rules.
like it as well.
It's just that with TSR they have a massive, and I'm guessing it happens the same way it happens with many other internet radio stations. They have a massive list of songs they have acquired the rights to broadcast
Yeah.
and play. So it's technically not like you can go out and play every single one song you want, but there's a lot of options in that list. Like many options.
Well, I know there's
I
a
could be
couple of
completely wrong.
I know there's a couple of Vengaboy tracks on the Auto DJ list. Because I've heard it play them a couple of times.
It might just be me, but I feel old every time a Venga Boy song comes up. It's like, oh no, this is back from when I was in my silly period.
What do you mean back in your silly period?
Fair enough. I'm being composed and behave here because we are in the regular sim server. If it were arcade, which is usually where I tend to go to for route scouting,
Oh, hello.
I might be having a bit more fun. Ooh, hello.
Double trailer. We are
But then again,
right up ahead.
that's why the arcade servers were built. It's for people to
Basically
let loose a
muck
bit
around.
more.
Yeah. Yeah, you get away with a lot more on the arcade server. Try not to get stuck on a barrier.
Another reason I go on arcade server because sometimes when I do route scouting, I actually need to stop and jot down. Okay, at this distance, there's an intersection and we're continuing straight. Turn right, turn left, and whatnot.
Yeah.
Because it's for a group that specializes in rolling CC.
Yeah.
And when you do rolling CC, you ideally have to give instructions to the convoy behind you saying, okay, continue straight, turn right, turn left, so on and so forth.
Yeah.
To avoid what you mentioned earlier of people getting lost.
Oh yeah.
And it generally helps if they have a list next to them saying, okay, be advised, when you're reaching distance to destination so much, continue straight, for example.
Yeah.
And in order to do that, I stop bang smack in the middle of the road.
Yeah, you see,
Hence, arcade server.
yeah. You see, it's not too bad for me because where I'm streaming it, I can just cheat and go back in the VOD to recheck the route. The downside is I don't have the main sat nav up, and my stream doesn't see the trucky overlay.
Mm.
But if I find a route on here that I do like, it'll be like, okay, definitely like this route. Like I've sent to you the screenshot of the route map, and then I jump over to arcade and I go, right. It's more just trying to find routes at the moment, and then just double checking them afterwards.
Um,
Oh, at least people can't complain there's not fill-up stops on this one.
well, yeah. As far as routes, I'd say you have two options. Either A, go with random routes every single freaking time, or try to aim for something that many VTCs and event groups actually do try to do also, which is start the next route in the same city the previous route ended.
Yeah, that is. I'm not gonna lie. That is something that I want. That I'm tempted to look at. Just because it can make planning just that little bit easier.
You say that,
but it can also make it more difficult.
It can. It really can. Because sometimes it's like, okay, no, I need to stop from here, and I need to make a route roughly this long.
Yeah.
That's fine.
It's like, where do you finish?
But then it all depends on what area of the map you are. Sometimes the challenge is, okay, where exactly are you going to finish? Or B, how do I make the route interesting without being highways all the freaking time?
Yeah.
It's like everything. It has its pros, it has its cons. It can be kind of interesting if after multiple routes you turn around and post a big map saying with a big massive yellow line, this is where we started way back in the convoy in 1987, and now we're here. Or you could just turn around and say, screw it, no. There's an interesting route here, and then there's an interesting route here on the other side of Europe. We're going there next time.
Yeah, that's the thing. I want to do a bit of both. I want to do some that are point to point to point.
Mm-hmm.
But then I also want to do some of the more interesting routes. And there's me doing 80 in a 70 zone. Not gonna lie, saw these trees coming up on the right hand side, and because we came uphill a little bit, they look more like a level crossing gate.
Like a little bush.
Yeah. Oh, another fuel stop.
You know, with the frequency of fuel stops we're having in the route so far, at least, it kind of looks like you could do the route in an old school gas guzzling American muscle car.
Not gonna lie, I may have to turn off my face webcam in a minute. Because I'm getting...
By the way, if you hear connection and disconnection sounds, I'm sorry, that's my end. My controller has issues every now and then.
No, as long as you don't go ramming into the rear end of my truck. No guarantees.
Do you want me to?
No, not really.
The only interesting thing about your controller, and I'm guessing it's the same with the wheel, disconnecting when you're driving, and then reconnecting again, you get that flashing little red image. You cannot use pause when your truck is moving.
No, I don't get that issue.
It might just be me, but every time my controller disconnects
Yep, enough room.
or something,
Enough room.
I am not gonna comment on that one. But yeah, as I was trying to say, every time my controller disconnects, for some reason it always goes to the F1 pause menu, or tries to at least.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Telborg.
Yep. The city slowed me down.
And here I thought we were going to see Number Hunter versus Over about round 2.
Not with the bush that was in the middle of that one.
It would be fine. It's just a flesh wound.
I'm going around.
It's like they say, what could possibly go wrong?
I don't fancy trying to do somersaults in a 40-foot long Arctic. Take the exit, but keep left.
Yep. Just doing that time.
Yep. Time for a TSR donut. Well, mini donut.
It can be a churro.
I'll take your word for that. Ooh.
Okay, that is slightly tighter than I thought it would be.
Yeah, I was just thinking that. Although I still did about 65 plus round that.
I may or may not be guilty of the same thing. Toll booths. Now, this is Scandinavia. Which way?
Just
which way?
follow me. Right too. By the way, I didn't slow down at all through that.
You don't need to, really.
No. That one had no barriers on 2 of the lanes. Where the hell did I put my glass? Where the hell did I put my glasses? That's weird. I literally had my glasses a moment ago. Now I can't find them.
It's not me taking the mic or anything, because this has actually happened to me. Are you sure they're not on already?
Yeah. Because I've just gone to rub my eye, and if I'd gone to rub my eye and they was on, I'd have hit the glasses first. And they're not on my head.
And like I said, it's not me taking the mic. I have actually been guilty of doing that once.
Yeah, I've done that one a few times.
I put them on, I forget that I have them on. Where are my glasses? Oh. Okay. That's
Wrong side of the road.
interesting.
Sorry for slamming my brakes on then.
No, totally understandable.
Sorry, it's on stream, so I can go. I'll go back and clip it. I'm just kind of curious how the hell it. Oh, grass there. Exit and then left air shift.
Mm-hmm. Well, that sure spiced things up near the end.
Yeah, just a little bit.
And welcome to Copenhagen.
Yeah. So I've currently got my GPS set to turn right here and go down to the other company.
Please tell me you're not suffering from the Gorgon's disease and you're actually meant to say left.
Turning left.
Yeah, you said turning right.
I'm blaming it on the heat.
I'll blame it on the sun and someone, which is a mutual acquaintance of ours.
Yep. Who's also part of said CC team.
I know. Or at least I've been informed of such.
So I've got me sat nav set to Northwood at the moment.
Are we going to pick up my mangoes?
Oh, we can try.
See, this is the only thing I hate about this kind of Northwood yard. You look at the map, it's like, oh wow, tons of empty space. You come here, oh
it's
crap.
not as big as it looks.
I really, really, really do dislike yards like that.
Yeah, that is definitely not as big as it looked.
Now, thoughts on the route? That was pretty nice.
Yeah, it weren't too bad of a route. Oh,
The bridge at the end gives it a nice scenic touch.
yeah. Okay, not actually bothered about that being posted in there. That's interesting. That's bad, right. All that, right. I'm going on to your chat to look that up. Screenshot. Should be that one. Yep. Yeah, there's not that many small roads on that route. I suppose you could kind of take out a little bit of E20 to come down. Potentially around near Junkoping, you could possibly go an alternative route around that quarry bit. Unless you do run.
You could actually go pretty much into the quarry itself if you want to torture people, but yeah.
Can I point out we only had one toll gate on the entirety of that as well?
Yeah, when we were crossing countries.
Yeah.
Which is fine because it's only one, a plus, added bonus, no barriers.
Yep.
But no, like I said, it was a nice route.
Yes,
Had
1, 2.
plenty of puddles along the way.
Yep. Oh. So I just highlighted the rolls part on when I've right-clicked somebody and saw the amount that's just come up on it. So now I've got, instead of just being able to look at it at a glance, I've now got to look to see where the ticks are.
Instead of right-clicking them, just left-click them.
That helps. Okay, you're not. So it's 1, 2.
Yeah, if you left-click on somebody, either on the list of people on the server or on chat, it should open up a little box with the individual roles people have, without seeing the massive list of roles.
Yeah, right. Well, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, including myself. Let's have a little look at you. Right. You know what? We are going to switch over to the arcade server.
Are we?
Yeah. That way I don't have to deal with idiots that try and come the wrong way down the road at us.
Oh, it's always fun dealing with those kind of drivers, especially when you report them on the website and then find out they got banned as a consequence.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I want to have another look at that, at the other route that I've planned. Clear. Yeah, I'd sent you the first one. Out the two. I want to see if we can edit that a little bit. Obviously, I don't want to go anywhere near the CD road if we can help it.
I'd avoid it for two reasons. A, it's a nightmare if you're going to go there in Sim 2. B, even if you're not going there in Sim 2 and you have an event server, it's boring as hell.
Yep. Yeah, but what I want to see if we can do that route with some of the smaller roads. So I'm going to switch to the just chatting screen on stream. Right. let's travel my way down to Paris. Oh yay, it's going to be 22 degrees C for me tomorrow. Apparently 4 degrees cooler than today.
It's fun times.
Yeah, not really. Trailer. Top me fuel up.
How long do you want the route to be?
I'm looking at between 800 and 1200 kilometers.
Any specific area you want to start from?
Give me a sec to hook up to my trailer, and then I can load up the map. Sorry, the stream can't see what I'm doing at the minute. You see, this is the thing with Paris. It's a pain in the rear because all the companies are spread right out.
Oh, we're looking at Paris now.
I was going to have a little look at that first route again, see if I can get rid of some of the toll booths on it. There's a reason I picked those two cities as the start and finish location.
Okay, so there is a natural meaning to the starting and ending location. Okay.
Yeah, the only downside with Paris is the companies are so spread out.
With Paris, you have to take one thing into account. The city layout, I might be wrong, but I do believe it actually differs if you have Vive la France and if you don't.
Yeah, I was just realising that. So, although I'm thinking I might switch the route round and start at the end and go backwards along it, kind of thing. But again, the issue is Paris and being spread out.
Where do you want to start from and where do you want to go?
Well, ideally I'd want to start in Paris.
Okay.
I'm currently at the ownable garage.
I'll teleport myself there.
Which there's two companies there, and then the rest of the companies are halfway around the A1. Oh, that freaked me the hell out for a second then.
So, starting location, Paris. City of love, city of lights.
Yep.
And you were saying Bordeaux as a destination?
Brussels.
Brussels.
Sorry, Berlin.
Berlin. Oh crap, I can't do it.
Huh? Why are you not able to do it?
No, I was gonna sing a small part, an excerpt of a song that popped into my head once you mentioned we're going from Paris and to Berlin.
Yeah, so
But
that's what I mean. There's a reason behind the start and finish. Small
yeah,
roads.
the moment you mentioned we're going from Paris to Berlin, there's a specific song that popped in my head. I was gonna sing it, well, not really sing, but I don't
Yeah.
sing that well. But for legal reasons, best to avoid singing it.
Yeah. Okay, I said.
No.
Let's go that way. And we'll head out of Paris that way, thanks. No, it still wants to take us up before I do it. Why do you... Oh my god, yeah. Don't just do small roads on a thing, because I put me option to do small roads.
Right.
It instantly decided that it was going to go...
Now, sometimes small roads actually take you down through some interesting areas. Other times, not so much.
Yeah, I've just... Advanced trailer. Pull that off. I accidentally hit the restore to default button.
Ooh.
On the gameplay screen. North Lock, show navigation always, show truck limit. I like the fact that they've put in you can show truck limit or car limit on the route advisor now.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but I thought you could do that in the past.
No. That's only been in the last couple of versions.
I remember for many years driving just with a car limit on.
Huh. I may not have noticed it then. Right, we'll leave you on best then. Think about it. I need to pick up fuel regardless. Right, let's see if I can do this from this side.
You say you want to go from Paris to Berlin.
Yep. But I also want to
avoiding toll booths.
Trying to avoid toll booths if we can.
I got something.
Ooh. Send that across. I'll bring it up.
The only issue here is then checking which parts of Paris get moved around.
Don't forget, I have Franken map. So I'm going to bring that up in a moment. I'm just trying to.
I'm pretty sure this avoids Viva Front's area. Pretty sure about it. Pretty certain. It's just like I said. The layout of the city itself changes.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, that little details like that don't get reflected on the Franken map.
I think they might. No, right. Park there for a minute. Okay, you're going up that way.
And once you leave France, you're in the clear. There's no toll booths whatsoever after France.
Yeah. Close you, close you. That screen. Is it that one? Quick access. That's the one that I want. Yes, Paris does indeed change with Vive la France. It does unfortunately change with Vive la France, which is a little annoying.
Yeah, it's a major inconvenience if you want to start, stop, or even just pass a convoy around here, because you can't expect people to have the Vive la France. So you need to take that into consideration, but then there's the Vive la France areas, which are also pretty nice. It's the whole yada yada thing.
Yeah. Right,
I'm gonna have to go AFK for a few. Be right back.
Yeah,
in the meantime,
no, you're good. I'm gonna take a quick break anyway because I need to go and grab a drink.
Fair enough. So yeah, be right back.
Alright. Helps if I'm on the right screen, should be. Not that one. Be that one. Yeah, I can live with that for. Right. So we have one. That doesn't have any toll boosts. That doesn't actually have any toll boosts, that's nice. Red, are you playing without Vive la France on your game? this. Let's have a little look. Ah! Okay. Right, I need to... I'll save this in... I'm hoping I'm not jiggling. No, okay, I'm not annoyed. Triggering the... So I found an image that shows the base game, Paris. Where my marker currently is, just above me, is actually part of the Vive la France part of Paris. Been remodeled. So, base game, you come through, basically through that toll booth there, but you come straight down to this toll booth, and it wasn't set up like that. So yeah, it's a little bit iffy with trying to set this up.
I have returned.
Welcome back. I've sent you a image that I managed to find of base game Paris. It changes a hell of a lot. Just adding in Vive la France. Which is a little annoying. I will read that properly later. I need to send you something, Shift, because this is actually quite funny. Right. I need you. That's fine. Right. Turning my cameras off for the moment. So yeah, I've got that route set up that you sent. There isn't a single toll booth on that route that we set up on this. You still there, Shift? Also just having to see where my glasses are. So I'm going to grab them in a sec. Yeah, Red, I was trying to see what the differences were between base game Paris and DLC Paris. That's all it was. if I saw. That'd be helpful if I could have known that. You're right there, Shift. I think we're trying Twitter. So, yeah, no toll boost on this route that you set up, Shift. Yeah, I'm good, Red. Those that watch my streams regularly know that I don't smoke on camera. So, but because I have 2 cameras now, I have to turn both off. Because one's a lot better picture quality than the other. Is that your truck that was making that noise just then? I do believe that there is no toll booths on this route, if I checked it correctly. You've got to love it when there's junctions on side roads like that and there's nothing that's coming through them side roads. Oh, hello, Arab Transport. We're going for a massive loop in a minute. my only question, though, with TMP is if you're not using some of the DLC, if you're specifically not using a DLC, how do they work the map? In places like Paris where it's been remodeled. I'm on CB5 if that helps your shift. Slowing down. There as well. Not that one. That roundabout. Could position people there, that's fine. So straight over at this one, however with them trees, it is a roundabout, not an overabout. So I could potentially put people in there. Drop into 70 along here. half decent scenery. I always think these pylons up ahead of us look like cats. Or possibly even Stitch out of Lilo and Stitch. Because it looks like it's got 4 arms and it's standing on 2 legs. Look, some extra players. What's the for there, Red? Oh yeah, the pylons looking like cat slash Stitch out of Lilo and Stitch. It's just the way they're shaped. You just literally look at the top part of them, ignoring where the actual power lines are, and it does just look like a cat's face. I'm going to step it up to the 80. If you just sent us a message on Steam, I can't read that at the moment. Momentarily. Well, I'm slowing down for this corner. bit tighter to the barrier than on the right with the trailer. A little bit of highway drive for me. Nope. Shift doing a little bit of catch up. Fair. You're in the wrong lane there, Shift. Oh, hello. I was almost in the wrong lane then. That threw me off a little bit. My truck's been getting a fair bit of a run lately. Gonna try and stick to the speed limits if we can. Well, I can get away with doing 80 down here, but looks like shit's trying to read me number plate as normal. Got a couple of trucks parked up here. Wow, he's only just off the road. No, I didn't plan on slowing down around that corner. Back up to the 80. See, with it being highway, if needed, let's say we were running behind, we could push the speed a little bit on here to gain some time back if I had to, which isn't too bad. Dropping down to 2 lanes, and then we're staying in the right hand lane as we're coming off at this next junction. Well, that's saying 40. Which actually isn't a bad idea. That was definitely a junction to slow down on. I thought somebody had. Yeah. Left hand lane up here, shift. And slowing down. Whoa, coming to a stop, coming to a stop. He got booped in the rear by a pilot car. I'm sticking to 80 along this shift. Apologies if I just lagged in as well. Way! Somebody almost tipped coming up that slip rod. Staying in this lane. Left lane shift. He'd have been naughty then. Yeah, shift gave me a little boop. Whoops! And that guy didn't make that turn properly. Plenty of fuel. You having fun back there, Shift? Oh, lovely bridge for a photo point, for a media point. far, so good. Oh. Shift, you're alright back there. You're having problems with your controller again. Staying in this lane, shift, because pan off to the left. So. Oh. Right here, shift. good so far. 390 kilometres left. So my plans to finish at the E Acres at Berlin on this run. So there's plenty of areas that we can catch time up if we need to, and we've got some decent scenery. No, Shift's got his mic muted at the moment. Oh. And he's only showing us muted at my end. Shift radio check over.
Hello?
Yeah, I can hear you this way. I don't. Apparently you're struggling to hear me through Discord.
Same issue, Hunter. I hear you. I hear you broadcasting. Well, I see you broadcasting, but I can't hear anything, neither via Discord nor in-game CB.
wonder if that's because that's popped up. Settings, voice video. Snowball. Speakers. Right, can you hear me through Discord now, Shift? Oh, it's just dipped out. Huh? Okay, that's actually working now. Shift radio check over. Shift, can I get a radio check over CB5? Hey, Shift.
Hello?
Hello.
Ah. Now I can hear you.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with CB then, because I could hear you clearly. That was strange.
No, see, yeah, on the CB, I could hear your name, pop up on the top left, where active speakers appear, but nothing.
That's weird. I don't normally get that issue because it's a separate mic that I use. I did the test on it and the test was working. Strange.
Either way, problem solved.
Yeah. I'm wondering if they're coming up behind us or in front of us.
Ooh.
Solid. Going.
Kind of ran out of hard shoulder.
Yeah, that's why I said sod it, going. Nah, it's these two here. At least on this route we've actually seen other players.
Hmm.
And it's a little bit weird that you couldn't hear us though.
Oh well.
It did show you as mic muted at one point.
Yeah, I did. I did mute the mic at one point.
Yeah. Because I've got the Discord overlay, so it comes up where my left mirrors are.
I got it, but only for active speakers.
Ah, fair enough.
Because like in situations like now, it's perfectly fine. It shows everybody, and then it highlights people who are speaking.
Hey, Striker.
Hello.
Huh?
The only downside of the overlay showing absolutely everybody is, for example, when I'm in a CC team of like 15-20 people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it gets a bit much.
What are you guys doing?
I'm currently live streaming, so welcome to YouTube and Twitch.
Hello. Yeah, I'm just sitting here chill.
Yeah. Pretty much a chill out stream, checking out some routes.
That's pretty cool.
So I can hopefully start getting some up and running.
Yeah, I just gave you a follow.
Thank you very much, man. Literally the only downside to being live is the fact that I can't have TSR on in the background.
You can't have him the song running in the background?
I've got Glitch City running in the background, which is copyright free.
That's good though. At least it's a song that you can
Oh, it's an
listen
entire
to, right?
playlist.
That's good.
So I've got a couple of them. Which isn't too bad.
Yeah. Are you so can you actually listen to TSR in the game?
I've got it set up so that I could listen to it in game. I've edited me radio streams.
That's pretty cool. I'll tell you what, you have a hell of a lot of bits though.
Yeah. It's only just recently that I put this second camera in.
The wheel one?
Yeah, the one for the wheel, which is this one here, right?
The wheel's pretty nice. I have a wheel for it, or for my game. What's it called? The wheel's kind of glitched, so it can't really turn, and the pedals don't really do anything.
What wheel is it that you've got? Oh, sorry, Strike, I didn't quite catch that.
He's gonna check it.
Okay. Yeah, he went really, really quiet at my end.
Wee woo, wee woo.
I've got a Thrustmaster wheel.
Fair enough. It might be. It depends on what its steering rotation is.
Yeah. When we bought it at Best Buy, they said it was like the best wheel to use or whatever, but it's not really connecting to any games very well. So I kind of have to use my keyboard.
Yeah, that's not. I don't miss trying to steer these trucks with keyboard and mouse.
It's painful.
I did it for a fair amount of time. I say a fair amount of time. I'm coming up to 1,800 hours clocked played this game.
1,800 hours?
Yeah.
Damn. I haven't played this game so much, just because of the fact that, I am kind of stuck in a ditch. So, yeah, I haven't played in about a good 2 solid months.
Yeah, I play it at least once a week,
That's good though.
which is every Thursday.
You stream more?
I stream, ideally 3 times a week.
Yeah. You know, for me, I'm in America, so it's 2:37 p.m. And I just woke up.
Well, you're only 8 hours behind us.
Yeah. Not too bad, but could be better.
Because there's this one guy who wanted to stream after me, right? And I told him 2 a.m. He was like,
It's 11 a.m. for me. I was like, damn.
Yeah. That's the thing, is people don't always realise time zones. I have a wonderful mod that helps me with that.
What that helps you out with that?
I've got a mod that helps us out with that. Their party trick is being able to go through every time zone of the world.
That's pretty cool. Are you using multiplayer right now, or just
Yeah, no,
by
we're
yourself?
on TMP.
I would do it, but I don't know my Steam information.
Shift's currently trying to read my number plate.
Technically, I'm pretty much almost able to because I have the in-cab zoom camera. I need to get a little bit closer though. I do play with Minecraft quality graphics. So.
With Truckers MP, do you have tasks to do, or like usual, or you're just going around?
No,
it's the exact same thing as it is in single player, except with other people.
Yeah.
The exact same thing.
I heard you have to be in a radio thing or something.
No, you don't have to use the radio. You can turn that off. No, we're not too far away. Face 5k.
I will say this: it's been a long stretch of highway.
Yeah. I'm going to be looking at possibly coming off soon anyway.
Yeah, I need to sort out some munchies.
I was a good boy. I did have something to eat before I started streaming. My initial plan though was to start streaming earlier than I did. Oh, slow down. City slows us down anyway.
You guys know the game called 5M?
I've heard of it.
Yeah, it's like
It's the multiplayer mod for GTA.
Yeah, and it's roleplay type shit, or you can do whatever. But I have 1,102.1 hours
Nice.
of my life spent on that game. To save lives, but now I chose to play games.
Yep. No, at one point I did take a little bit of a hiatus from ETS2, but that's literally only because I didn't have a PC that could play it properly.
Do you live in the UK?
I do indeed. And it's been
Why
very
do you,
frickin' warm.
Why do cops there only drive vans almost? Oh my god. I thought you guys almost killed yourselves.
Nah, non-collision zone. So any companies within the cities are non-collision. Hence how Shift can drive straight through me. shut-off indicator. I don't have automatic blinker turn off.
What should you spend for your wheel shifter and pedals?
So I got quite lucky. I got them on offer for 250 British pounds. That's an entire set. But normally the shifter doesn't come with the wheel. So the wheel and pedals come together, and then you get the shifter separately, and it's 2 bits.
Hold on. Is that the Scania R, not the S?
Yeah.
This is the R, yes.
You guys spend £250, right?
Yep.
And that's $344 for us.
Yeah.
They kind of upped the price.
Hi mate. It's non-collision, so if you need to park here with your trailer, you can. Because I'm not moving my truck right now.
Me neither.
Wow, I forgot you can keep them there.
I'm not gonna lie, part of me is kind of curious where he's got to try and put that double.
Oh wow.
Double. Technically, he shouldn't need to reverse anywhere. Usually the game creates spaces where you just need to pull in and, slightly, ever so slightly maneuver.
Yeah.
That truck up there at the engine, she's like, just go.
Yeah.
Let's have a flyover over Berlin.
Sat nav time. So yeah, I'm looking at.
You know, it'd be pretty cool if they had a ESR trucking company.
Oh, what, as in a proper VTC?
Yeah. So then they can, like, say they're bringing equipment for radio or something like that.
Yeah.
They would have TSR on the side of their trailer and shit like that. That'd be pretty nice. What did I get pinged for? Oh, announcements.
Oh, what just got? Don't say it out loud.
Oh, wait,
I am
so-
live.
What?
Don't say it out now because you are heard on stream.
Okay.
Annoying.
Oh wow, that's awesome. I mean, it's in the Discord, so I mean, if they want to join the Discord, they can. I can see it there.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Let's go, big dubs for myself. I'm planning to stay here as long as possible.
Yeah.
Who joined? Oh, excellent. What's up, bro?
Yeah, you see, I do plan on getting Farm Sim at some point.
Doing what at some point?
Farm Sim.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
But I don't know how well it will cope with the boxes that I currently have.
Yeah, I played Farming Simulator, I think 17. I didn't like it, so. Well, hopefully 2020 or 22 is fine. We get some more people up and going.
Yeah. Well, no, that's definitely a big announcement.
Yeah. Honestly, it's kind of good news that it's doing that, because then we'll have more listeners.
Yep, more listeners.
Notice
that
more.
is something that I
possibly...
can quite actually happily announce, is the fact that TSR is going to be available on Farm Sim 22.
Yeah. And we can probably get noticed more. Once we get noticed more, probably go up to more games, and possibly eventually get up to a station.
Yeah, fingers crossed.
Yeah, fingers crossed. To get us to a station, though, I think it would have to take another 2 to 3 years.
Yeah.
Depending on how big we get, but 2 to 3 years.
You know, I was gonna pay for us to get advertised, but then I saw that it was $150.
Yeah, I know it's pricey.
Yeah, I was gonna do it on my one of the radio stations here in America. But nah, too pricey.
Alright, Hunter, I need to call it.
Yeah, I'm also going to call my stream there anyway. But yeah, I'm definitely going to check that route out again, especially around the start, to see how well that could be planned out, because of the slight change in scenery between base game and Viva la France.
Yeah, it does create its own set of issues, unfortunately. And I don't know of any other city where that issue occurs. I could be wrong, but to me, it's the only city where that occurs.
Yeah. Where
the layout of the city is different if you have the DLC and if you don't.
I know Callow's been reworked a few times, but that's been reworked to base game.
I will say this: I've driven in the new revamped port many times now. I still prefer the old one.
Yeah,
I know this one the revamped one might be more realistic, and it is a hell of a lot bigger.
Yeah,
I still prefer the old one.
Yeah, the old one's nice with regard to getting in and out of it easier.
And it was non-collision.
Yeah, that's the biggest downside, is the fact that the new one is all collision zone. Oh, let's try not to get through.
True. I didn't realize you were streaming on YouTube too. I just subscribed and liked it.
Yep, I stream to both. So, yeah. So, for those on
thanks for the driver's number.
I'm heading off. Shift, thank you for joining us on both of them routes and adjusting that second route.
Thanks for trying out the adjustments.
Mate, can I also point out, you made those adjustments, not one toll booth. There was not one toll booth on that route.
Not one toll booth, but it was a very long stretch of highway.
Yeah.
Afterwards.
So that might be something that needs to be tweaked just a little bit. So might have to put in a couple of toll booths just to reduce the amount of highway.
Yeah.
But at least it's not the 6 that I originally had. So
we'll find a good middle ground somewhere.
Yeah. Striker, thanks for the subscribe on YouTube as well. That all comes up within the alert box. It's beautiful. So yeah, I'm gonna have a little play around with the 2 routes that we've done tonight, and hopefully get something sorted out with them. I don't need that on there. I'll be putting a message into the event chat later as well. Just double checking what DLCs people don't have.
Yeah, it's probably a safe call to just check or double check rather.
Yeah. Because I don't know how TMP deal with base game Paris, because it is remodeled. So I'm hoping everybody's at least got Vive la France. The Scandinavia side of it, not too big of a deal, but at the end of the day, that can be postponed for a little while if needed. But yeah, I'm going to look up some other routes. I have got a Pro Mods route mapped out. Which I've already test run that one. That one's fine. But that one is pure pro mods.
Yeah.
So it depends. That's very dependent on that one. Wow, he lagged.
Who?
This truck driver in front of us.
Yeah, if you ever want to hear any input or suggestions, feel free to remember.
Yeah. No, I know you do create routes yourself. Part of me is tempted to hijack that one that you created the other month.
Hey, feel free to, man.
I don't know.
I've got so many routes on Pro Mods I've lost count.
Whoa, my camera decided to go all over the place.
The lower taskbar on my PC won't let me click anything.
Oof.
Well, but it won't let me click search or my Windows thing, so I can't restart my PC.
Yeah. So that's currently indexing. So yeah, stream-wise, I'm calling it there for this evening. So Striker, Shift, thank you for joining us in the VC.
Thank you for inviting me over.
Thank you for letting me join.
Yeah, not a problem. I'll next be live on Saturday playing The Room 2, which is a puzzle game. And then from Tuesday, I'm hoping to be playing a different game. On Tuesdays, I'm not doing any more Radical Red. I've given up with that after Tuesday just gone. But I've got access to a couple of bits and a couple of other games that I'm hoping to try and stream. So keep your eyes peeled for those, and I'll see you guys on the next stream. Bye.